It's June. Sony, Microsoft, and Jeff Keighley are all doing their big presentations, and the whispers of a June Nintendo Direct are in the air. Do you hear them? The desperate plea of fans wanting the one game they've been waiting for to be announced? Well, I do. And while I hope to God it's actually coming, I can't shake the feeling that it's not guaranteed that it will. But to have a bit of joy and whimsy left in my sad, pathetic life, here are my predictions for the June 2026 Nintendo Direct. That is definitely happening. Everyone and their mother's mother has heard about this Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. This game will be there. It's going to look graphically insane. We're about to hear some high fidelity coming from Link. Unfortunately though, I do think it's gonna be mostly just a one-to-one remake, which isn't an issue for a lot of people, but I would want a little more. Apart from a few quality of life additions like improvements to the camera, updated models, please Nintendo, you can't show up with characters looking like this and charging me $70, please no. I just don't see Nintendo actually doing more, but I could be wrong, and I hope I am. There will be one major addition though, and that's going to be an additional optional dungeon similar to the Cave of Shadows from the Twilight Princess HD game on the Wii U. It'll be 50 floors of just pure combat, and when you beat it, I don't know, that's all I got. I haven't gone that far yet. All of this would be fine, but like I said, I want more. I want this game to feel bigger. The first time I played Ocarina of Time was on the 3DS, and that version's great. They did everything in their power to make that game feel exactly like the Nintendo 64 version, but better. But we can do better now. Showcase the power of the Switch too. You don't have to add a bunch of fluff or stupid side quests to pad the game time. I personally hate that. But what you could do is make the towns and locales feel bigger. Make Castletown more breathed in and massive. Make Zora's Domain more somber and mysterious. Make Death Mountain look like an incredible feat to climb. This wouldn't pad the game longer, but it would make it feel grander and more like a modern gen game. Because as much as we love Ocarina of Time, it is still a Nintendo 64 game. Also, I do want voice acting in this game for most of the major characters except for Link. After Breath of the Wild, I can't be playing another modern gen Zelda game with zero voice acting. It's cool if you want to make Link the silent protagonist, I fuck with that, but please for the love of God, let me hear everyone else. Make this game feel like it's worth $70, please. One more thing, give me a trailer that hypes me up. I feel like Nintendo hasn't had a game come out that warrants that Odyssey or Breath of the Wild trailer that just makes you goon. I want to feel hyped at the end when the trailer reveals the game's release date of December 4th, with a bundle, gold-plated Switch 2. Think about it. I don't think they care about GTA 6, so I don't think this is going to be an issue. Nintendo has released games in December in the past, Metroid Prime 4, Smash Bros. Ultimate, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This game is going to sell regardless of when it releases. GTA 6 will not impact this game at all. So, Mario's next, right? The next obvious game that's going to be there is a release date for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Oh, okay. We're going to get another trailer showcasing more of the story, the characters, romancing waifus, what separates this game from the previous one, including a tournament mode where you send one of your units to do a 1v1 gladiator fight against other random enemies. And the further you go in, the better the rewards. It's going to be one of those like 3-minute trailers where there's someone to narrate to what we're seeing so that they explain those differences. We'll get more of Solus, and the announcer is going to be like, "This is Solus, your guide through the land of whatever." But it seems like she's hiding something. As you play Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, you'll uncover the mysteries of Solus and the land of whatever. This game will come out August 14. A Nintendo Switch exclusive begins to sprout on Nintendo Switch 2. We're going to get that headline for Pikmin 4 Switch 2 edition. I love Pikmin 4, but I don't particularly like the Switch 2 editions that have been coming out. They're not really for me. For the most part, the extra content they've been adding hasn't appealed to me apart from the Bella Bell Park stuff. This game is just going to be another headline. It's not going to get a lot of attention. This version of the game will include a 2-player multiplayer version similar to Pikmin 3 Deluxe on the original Switch where you can play split screen. In addition, they're going to add a challenge mode where they give you extra challenges you can do in each of the levels of the game, like beat the boss without losing a Pikmin, or get all the treasure in under this amount of time. Bullshit like that. This game will come out sometime in October, probably October 9. These dates are completely random, by the way, I don't know a thing. Okay, yeah, but what about Mario? Duskbloods will get a massive trailer showcasing its unique multiplayer-focused gameplay, but will also showcase loner mode where you can play and beat the game in single player. There's gonna be a treehouse after the direct, and Duskbloods is gonna be played there, where they're gonna have a more in-depth as to why this partnership was made, why this game has a multiplayer focus, what the inspiration is, all that nonsense. I know there's a lot to worry about when it comes to the multiplayer of this game, but I really do think that what they mean is just a more fleshed out system around the summoning other players mechanic in other Souls games or Elden Ring. This game will launch in 2027. I think this game is going to get delayed to early next year, maybe February. And this year we're just going to get Elden Ring. Capcom is going to show up with a bunch of stuff like they always do. I feel like they're feeling themselves right now. They wake up, look themselves in the mirror and say, "God damn, that's some fine shit right there." They've been on a roll. For Switch 2 though, I'm thinking they're gonna announce Resident Evil 2 Remake. Maybe 3 and 4 as well, but for sure 2. The announcer is gonna do his Scary voice too. "This horror classic makes its way to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm thinking October. Capcom will also show a new Monster Hunter game. I don't think it's gonna be revealed here. It'll probably be revealed at Summer Game Fest, but I still think there's gonna be a new Monster Hunter game in the works for next year. Also, a list of third-party games that we'll see here. And I understand that a lot of these are me kind of reaching, but I wanted to shoot my shot. Like I said, Elden Ring is gonna get a release date. Sonic Frontiers, Modern Warfare is gonna get its own trailer. Fuck it, Tekken 7's gonna show up. Red Dead Redemption 2, Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remake. I don't know which one, but we're gonna get something Kingdom Hearts. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is gonna get revealed. Expedition 33, and no GTA 6. I don't think this game is coming to Switch 2 day and date, if I'm being honest. It'll be announced eventually, but it's not gonna come out with the rest of the consoles. It's gonna be late. Maybe a year late, maybe 2, I don't know. In September, we're going to get an original game. I hope. This is mostly just cope because as much as I am excited about an Ocarina of Time remake, I do want a new game other than Fire Emblem to be in the works for Nintendo here. It's gonna be like a 1-2 punch, right? Ocarina of Time into a 3D Mario, kind of like the Switch launch. And it's gonna be from level 5. Oh, please. Yes, we're getting Luigi's Mansion 4. And this time, the game will take place in a giant amusement park at night. Similar to 3, Luigi and the gang go to an amusement park that's been taken over by King Boo and his minions. King Boo captures everyone, Egad helps Luigi, the game starts, typical bullshit. I know this isn't really a mansion, but I feel like they kinda separated themselves from that with the whole hotel setting from the last one. And with this, level 5 can still do their themed levels from Luigi's Mansion 3 through an amusement park and even get a little cute with maybe like a Mario Land or something like that. And if the mansion part is really that mandatory, then maybe the final level can be a mansion. Like there's a mansion at the top of the amusement park that you travel to after doing all the bullshit that you need to do in the amusement park. The game will be $70 physical, $60 digital, and you'll be able to use the Polterpup a lot more than in the previous games. Kind of like Poochie in Pikmin 4. Maybe he can sniff out ghosts and track their location. He can protect you when you get possessed because yeah, the ghosts are gonna possess Luigi. They're gonna go inside you and they're gonna possess you. Just like Luigi's Mansion 3, Luigi's Mansion 4 is gonna look great. We're gonna have a pirate land where the boss fight ends up being a one-on-one duel with a captain. We're gonna have a party land filled with clown ghosts. We're gonna have a horror land filled with one single ghost that chases you throughout the whole level. And then it turns out it's just a fucking Polterpup. This game is gonna be great. And it probably doesn't exist. More than likely, the September slot is just gonna go to Switch Sports 2 or some shit. Or maybe nothing, I don't know. But a man can dream. What about Mario, man? We need a Mario or the Switch 2 is doomed. We need Mario to justify getting a Switch 2. I need Mario. Also, yeah, we won't be hearing anything about a 3D Mario at this presentation.